Hi, Natasha Davison, because you can. I want to ask you a question. Are you sabotaging your own investment? And what I mean by that really is that when you invest your time and your energy, maybe some money into something that you're doing, you've invested all of this stuff, do you, and I wrote some notes about this, do you kind of sabotage it because the results aren't coming quick enough? So what can happen? I noticed a pattern in myself recently where I was kind of noticing this pattern where I was sowing seeds and then I would stop, come up against a bit of a brick wall with my thinking, which I was aware of. So I would create this thought about, what am I doing wrong? How can I do it a different way? Is there an easy way to do it? All of this kind of, all these questions that we ask ourselves that aren't very helpful. And then I was slowing down, but then I was creating space, and the creative cycle, they say, is quite like this as well. So I was then creating space, then I would get some insight, and there was a point a couple of days ago where I kind of had a flash of inspiration. Then I decided to go deeper into that, down the rabbit hole, to try and get a little bit more about what that was about. But again, I remember then after a while to just go back to where you were before. Go back to presence. Go back to not creating any of these issues. But it is good because you kind of you go back. You hit something. You get an insight. You start to go into it a little bit deeper, but then you stop and you come back. So it's useful, I think, sometimes to do that because you're exploring your beliefs about what that's about, but not to do it for too long. But to know that you created all that in the first place as well. So, are you sabotaging your investment because you're not getting quick enough results? So what I realised from my pattern was that I'm sowing things, and as you're out there as an entrepreneur and you're doing things that you've never done before, you're outside your comfort zone, you're learning as you go. So you're looking for feedback because you want to adjust the process, or you want to tweak things to get the results to work better in some area. So it's important to kind of have that feedback and stuff. But we cannot give it long enough sometimes. I know, being an entrepreneur for the last 4 years, that I've put things out there. I put stuff out there when I first started. When I went to the library and I put little cards inside the library books because I didn't really know where my clients were or who they were, and I thought that seemed like an innovative and good idea to me. So I did, but 8 months later, someone turned up at my office with one of those cards. I recently worked with an organisation who had my business card right back at the beginning of my business journey. And it took, it was an event, it was like a public health event, so it took quite a long time then to get to the point. We'd been in discussions before that, but quite a long time to get to the point of actually working with that organisation. So things can take time, and some of the things that are coming in now are from steps that have been built along the way. So when we sabotage our own success because we expect quicker results than we're getting, that doesn't really help. And something that I've discovered is that kind of just knowing you're exactly where you need to be and letting go of needing to do things quicker. It's like today I've made a couple of videos for my YouTube channel. I've dealt with some things from another little business that I have, and I have a conversation this afternoon. So it's as long as every day I make progress and I do something that takes me closer to my goal, or just enjoy. For me, it's not about working, it's about living and enjoying your time on this earth and enjoying the day and enjoying what I'm doing and having fun. And I think that's far more important than doing anything so it's less intentional, I would say. But I have things I'm working towards in terms of, I don't know if I have any kind of concrete things at the moment, But, when I'm writing a book, I've written a book recently, so when I'm writing a book, I obviously have a book as my concrete goal. But then the book is not made just like one day you haven't got a book and the next day you've got a book. You have to consistently write in between, don't you? You have to consistently write in between. You have to publish it in between. I've got my paperback at the moment, which I'm trying to upload to Amazon, and I have some stumbling blocks, and there's Cedric in the background. I have some stumbling blocks where I can't quite get it past Amazon's procedure because my picture is not meeting the requirements, and my have embedded fonts and stuff like that, which are things I'm learning to get around. But these are the steps I need to take to get to the paperback being published. So it's, as long as you are sowing seeds, as long as you are making progress every day, as long as you are enjoying that, as long as you are working towards something, even if you don't know what it is, then what I find is that even when I was doing my book and I'm sending out things to people in the public eye, sending the link out, and then I've sent out to lots of agencies, and then one actually said, "Do you want to share this with the people, our clients? Tell us which clients you want us to share it with, and we will send it directly to them." Then that was a bit of a breakthrough moment that I probably sent about 15, 20 maybe out, and one person said, "We will share this with our clients." So that was nice. But you have to do lots of with the book marketing. I asked lots and lots of people, told lots of people about the book, asked people would they buy the book, lots. But I asked probably 3-4 times as many as actually did buy it. So it's, I think I sold 86 books, something like that. And I probably asked about maybe 300 people, maybe 250, 300. So that's pretty good. But what we do is we put stuff out there. Sometimes we take the action, and then we sabotage our results because we want them quicker than they come. And actually we want to put 1 or 2 things out there and see results. And I can tell you now, it doesn't work like that. Right? You have to, when I did the summit, we had to put loads of things out there, and I think it was, somebody told me the industry standard is 4% if you're marketing. So if you're marketing, you put stuff out there and you're doing marketing that way, it's 4% of what you put out there. If you're with my book, I was asking people I knew to buy my book, to try and push it up the listings in Amazon. So I had more people bought it because they know me already, and all of that. So there was that kind of connection there as well. But it's like so it depends how close people are to you. I mean, with the sending stuff out to the agencies, that's like cold calling. They don't know me at all, do they? So when that one agency came back and said, "Would you like us to send it out to our clients? Can you see which clients you want us to send it to?" And then I had to work through the list of clients, send individual emails to the clients. That's pretty good for sending out 15, 20, and getting one person to say, "Yes, we can do that for you." So it depends if you hit on something that they said it was a very nice message. Maybe you hit on something that they were interested in, so they were more likely to do it. But we sabotage when we don't see results. We sabotage ourselves. We sabotage our investment. So where we've invested time, and we've invested money, and we've invested resources, and we've invested energy, it's like we don't want to go too far down the wrong path. Sometimes you have to go too far down the wrong path. Mind, I've done that. I've gone too far down the wrong path sometimes, and it's not too far because I needed to be there. I needed to be there to realize things. So to me, there is no wrong path. There is no too far down the wrong path. You are always exactly where you need to be. And I think you can adjust it, and you can, come back and change it and do all of that. But as long as you are making progress and taking action every day, as long as you are showing up in the world, I think that is the main thing. So if we can enjoy, rather than looking for the results that we want to get, if we can just enjoy showing up in the world, if we can just enjoy giving, if we can just enjoy contributing, then I think that's a better place to come from. And I think that putting that out into the world, then things kind of, if you put that out into the world, it comes back to you. That's what happens. So I think it is more about not so much, stop looking for results, stop thinking about what you get, stop looking for results, and just give and contribute and show up in the world and put your gifts into the world and do it that way. So just invest yourself in your mission, I think, is the answer there. And when we sabotage our investments, it is about it not happening quick enough. So it's to stop sabotaging, you just have to keep investing. And actually, if you keep investing in your mission, things will happen. That's how it works. So hopefully that's been really helpful to you today. And if there's anybody out there who is sabotaging their investment, their results, because by sabotaging our investment, we then create, because we think it's not working, we create that, so we sabotage the results too. So yeah, hopefully that's been useful, and have a lovely day, and I'll speak to you again soon.